Welcome to Decluttering 55 Plus with Michelle Passoff. This is the place to come for news you can use to get things done. Everybody knows that too much stuff is clutter, and cleaning it makes you neater and tidier. To us, it is a life management tool that helps you navigate your next steps. This is what my book, Lighten Up, Free Yourself from Clutter, is all about. As baby boomers, we have a lot in front of us that is confounding and confronting, so we sweep things under the carpet and put them off another day or forever. That is clutter because it keeps us stuck, and my new book addresses all of that. So we're going to bring experts, authors, and authorities here to talk with us about health, relationships, technology, finance, housing. What are you going to do next in life? Passing down your life stories, and even the challenges of making final arrangements. Here we aim to learn, open new possibilities, choose, take action, and create a legacy, not a mess. So let's get started. Since the age of 16, Tim Creagan has been working in the fields of fashion. Today, he provides a unique service as a quote-unquote wardrobe manager and owner of Together Creative. He edits wardrobes, reorganizes closets, is a clothing and shopping consultant, a personal shopper to celebrities and socialites, executives, by-the-hour workers, and athletes, men and women, young and olds. Regardless of budget, Tim works with people to use what they already own in stylish ways. Choose a silhouette that works for their body type, and in the end, create a wardrobe that fits different environments and occasions. When he's not bringing his touch to highly confidential list of clients, he has long been doing prop and fashion styling for magazines and corporate advertising clients. Tim is here today to take us on a tour of a hypothetical closet to inspire and guide us to clean the clutter and to have the clothes in our closets and what we wear express who we are and what we want to do in life. So welcome, Tim.
All right. Thank you.
Nice to see you, Tim.
A very full and rich introduction. I appreciate it.
You're quite welcome. When should people get to clean their closets? When is it the right time?
Well, any time is the right time. Typically, somebody's thinking, should I clean my closet? It probably is the right time. It can also be if people are in transition, maybe they're changing climates on where they live, they've changed jobs, they're having trouble finding things in their closet. There's maybe people have experienced, weight loss and they've changed sizes. So there's a million reasons. But again, typically your heart kind of tells you like, it's probably time to clean my closet. I put mine on a timer. I kind of do mine quarterly.
Quarterly, that's ambitious. Maybe I do mine twice a year. But I remember as a kid, it was one of the rituals I had with my mother. Sometimes my mother and I didn't get along, but nothing stopped us from our closet cleaning ritual. About twice a year, we would go through and she would sit on the bed while I tried things on and off. And it's a good practice to get into, whether or not you live in a climate like Florida where it doesn't change that much, or you live in 4 seasons a year kind of a climate. Going through your closet provides you what? What does that do for you? Why should you be motivated and incentivized to clean your closet?
Sure. So again, kind of tapping back into a few of the reasons. Again, you're having trouble finding things. You open up your closet, you think, oh gosh, I have nothing to wear. Well, you probably have a lot of things to wear. It's just getting your closet organized. You talked about trying things on with your mom, do the clothes fit? Are the clothes in good condition? Think about if you've reached into your closet, you pull out that jacket that you want to wear, and then you realize there's 2 buttons missing. So it'll bring a lot of, I think it's, again, whether you like fashion or don't like fashion, the idea of having an environment that is workable for you, which is, fairly orderly closet, I think will make every day go a little bit smoother when you're getting ready in the morning.
Why don't people do it?
Well, like anything we don't want to do. Think about it. I mean, here we are. I'm thinking, gosh, I got to do my taxes. I haven't done those yet because I just don't want to do it. So the same thing holds true with closets. Closets are also an interesting space because when I go to clients' houses and they're new clients to me, they kind of feel like they need to tidy up the closet. Like, oh gosh, what's this person going to see? I could care less how messy your closet is because that's what we're there to do is straighten it up. So it's just one of those tasks. And a lot of people, I think, just don't know how do I deal with it? And it gets confusing and arduous, and they either don't start it or they start it and maybe, stop a little bit into the process without thoroughly going through their closet. But we can give you some easy tips on what to do to actually have a successful closet clean and feel good about your end result.
Okay, well, let's go to it. What tips do you have for me to approach my closet with vim and vigor, excitement for the possibilities?
So for starters, you want to set a time. Don't plan it on a Saturday morning when you think, okay, I'm going to clean my closet, but you really only have 30 minutes before you're headed out the door to go somewhere, because it's just going to be a project that gets started and doesn't get finished, and maybe will even look worse than if you had just left it alone in the first place. A second is you really want to just take a few minutes to kind of set the environment. If you have rolling racks, a rolling rack, or if you have a friend down the street that has a rolling rack, gather together some rolling racks. They're going to be a big friend of yours when you're going to clean your closet if you have some place to hang your stuff while you're dealing with it. If you don't, no problem. I say make your bed, take the pillows off, make the bed so it's nice and smooth. You don't have lumpy blankets and stuff around, because we're going to use that as a landing spot.
Okay.
Once you've kind of got your zone set up, and you might need some lighting. Some people have very dark closets. Bring in a
surprisingly,
lamp,
that the audience out there knows I am a clutter consultant, and I've written a book, Lighten Up, Free Yourself from Clutter. So I've seen more than the average amount of closets in my day, and believe it or not, that's something that makes a difference, is having lighting. A lot of the reason people have clutter in the first place is they can't see it.
Yeah, sure. So now that maybe you've brought a lamp in or the lights are on so you can see if you have a rolling rack or racks, or you've made your bed, we've kind of set up now the environment. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to simply go into our closet, take a look. You might have t-shirts here, t-shirts there, shirts here, pants down on the floor, whatever. Get all your like items grouped. Hang them and get them grouped. T-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts with short sleeve t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts with long sleeve shirts, blouses, pants, sweaters, jackets, that sort of thing. I take it one step further. I typically organize my things light to dark, left to right. And this, some people might be rolling their eyes and thinking, oh gosh, I'm not going to be that organized. But it really actually just makes things easier when you're figuring out, when we come to the point in a little bit where we're talking about what do we keep. If you're looking at all your white t-shirts together, it's easier than if you look at 2 white t-shirts and then 20 minutes later, you're looking at 2 more white t-shirts. So organize your things by category. And now we're going to get the things out of the closet. We're going to take, if you just have a small amount of space, such as a bed, take one category. Maybe it's going to be short sleeve t-shirts. Lay them out on the bed so you can really see what do you have. If you have more space, as in one rolling rack, load up your rolling rack so you can kind of take a look at what you have. If you have more than one rolling rack, great, get more clothes out. A goal would be, if you can get everything out of your closet is ideal, because then you can really go and do a good surface cleaning of your closet and then reload your closet from there. But not everybody has the space to do that. And don't worry if you don't.
So it doesn't matter whether it's a walk-in closet or just a slider closet, one layer, take out like kind things, put them together. I think it's not an OCD kind of a thing. I think it enables you, when you're going on a cold day to go for a long sleeve top, that you can find them. It saves time getting dressed in the morning to be able to go to your pants and your shirts and have the like kind things together and have colors grouped together. It's also easier on the eye, don't you think? When it's easier on the eye, it's easier to get in and out of your closet without a hassle, and to be able to put, outfits together.
And you won't lose things. So now what we've done is we've kind of organized our stuff. We've got our landing pad, and now we're going to dive in and figure out what's going to stay and what's going to go. So let's say make it easy. Short sleeve t-shirts. You get your short sleeve t-shirts out. Now we're taking a look at them.
Can I interrupt you for a second? Because you're talking about t-shirts hanging in the closet, and a lot of people rumple them up in a drawer and don't have them hanging or fold them in on a shelf. And they don't, I believe, like you do, in hanging t-shirts. I also think it makes it easier to get to them, and they're not wrinkled probably by the time you do get to them. So I don't want to overstep the fact that you were hanging t-shirts in your closet.
Yeah, if you have space, I mean, take a t-shirt out of a dryer, put it on a hanger, stick it back in your closet. If you don't have space and your t-shirts are folded, the same next step is going to be the thing. You're just going to open that drawer, take out all the t-shirts you have, take a look at what you have. Now, if something has a stain on it, you're like, oh yeah, the stains, it's not going to come out. Great. Where's it going to go?
Ciao, ciao.
So what we need to do is we need to figure out, where does the stuff go that's not going to go necessarily back in the closet. You can take a piece of paper or, grab a notebook and write down, maybe something's going to needs to be washed, needs to go to the dry cleaner, needs to be altered, donate, sell, trash, or recycle. H&M has a bin where you can go recycle clothing in their store.
I love that. I know. I use their service. You bring in a bag
great.
of recycling, and they'll give you a coupon for a discount on their clothes. That's it.
Sure, it doesn't end up in a landfill.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out, where's the stuff going to land. So we've got our t-shirts on the bed. We grab that first t-shirt. It's got a big old stain on it that isn't going to come out. You know what? Don't donate that to even like a Red Cross, because think about it. Somebody who's in need of a t-shirt, do they really want a t-shirt that just has a big stain on it? That would go into a pile for a place like H&M to recycle. Then you pull out the next t-shirt and you're looking at, oh my gosh, this is, I love this t-shirt. This is this band that I went and saw in 86. It was hard. It was an amazing day, blah, blah, blah. But I never wear the t-shirt. Well, you know what? Maybe that one should go into your history box. You don't need to be looking at that t-shirt all the time when you get ready, if it's just something that maybe you occasionally want to look back and have a nice memory about. Then we take out the next t-shirt. We take a look. Oh, this one's perfect. I love this t-shirt. I wear it all the time. Great. That one's going to go into the pile that's going to go back, either hanging in your closet or in this case, maybe folded in a drawer. As we go through, we might see things that just need washing. They're just, put it away. It was a little dirty. Great. That goes in the pile for laundry. Oh, this is a really fine fabric that I take to the dry cleaners, but I see that it has sweat stains on it. Great. It goes in the pile for alteration or for the dry cleaner. Maybe you've got a t-shirt that you really like that has a little tear in it. Great. Put it in the pile for alterations. This one might not be great for you, but might be great for your brother. Great. Put it in his pile. You kind of get the idea. Yeah. Everything is going to have a home, but you have to establish what are the next landing pads. And I really firmly believe in making a sign, because some people think, I'll remember what's what. And then you're 15, 20 items into the process and you're like, oh shoot, was this the laundry or was this the dry cleaner? And it's just going to slow you down.
So maybe you drop them into like set up boxes or set up bags and just drop them right into labeled bags.
We've used bags, we've used boxes. We've just made signs and put signs, against the baseboard of the room. And then we make piles, whatever works for you. But again, we've set the environment to be successful in organizing the closet, which is where are we going to be working? We've got the lighting. We've then set up our signage. Where are things going to go if they don't go back into the closet? And then we started going through and we just really make an honest assessment. I had a client once who wanted me to save all sorts of clothes that were in, I can't remember, 3 or 4X or something. And she was wearing a size 12. And I said, okay, so for keeping all these, let's mark the date. When do you approximately want to be size 3X again? And she looked at me, she goes, well, what are you talking about? I said, well, why are we saving things that we're not going to use? If you don't plan to use them again, why keep them? Yeah. There's somebody out there who is a 3X that really could use clothes. And in this case, we donated it. So
you're going to go scrupulous. You have to really tell the truth. Huh? You have to be scrupulous and tell the truth.
Sure.
Maybe that's why people avoid the closet. They don't want to come face to face with themselves.
Sure. And I never put people down. I'm never going to put you down. I'm never going to tease you, because anything coming out of the closet, even if it's those random items of clothing, we're like, oh my gosh, what was I thinking when I bought this? Well, in the time, again, even if you don't like fashion, you made a purchase to buy something because you wanted to look good in it or you thought it would make you feel good. So never tease. Even if you're
Yeah.
helping a friend do this, don't tease your friend. It's not the time to be being like, what the heck were you
Judgmental.
thinking? Blah,
It's
blah,
a
blah.
no judgment zone.
No, you know what? Or this is, let's just go through, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But let's not make it an emotionally scary or scarring experience.
Probably a lot of people think, oh my God, I spent money for that. How can I give it away or donate it or sell it or
Sure.
toss it? I spent money.
Sure. And sometimes selling works great. I had a client who she had a closet where you walk down a little hallway and then it sort of split. And it was his and her closet in this case for her husband and her. And there was a suit hanging there, beautiful suit. And so we were walking. It was my first time at her house. I said, oh my gosh, gorgeous suit. She goes, that suit's most expensive suit I ever bought. Doesn't fit me. I'm thinking, okay, it's hanging in a predominant, very prominent spot. I said, okay, why don't you try it on? So she tried it on. And you know what? Whoever sold her the suit must have just been, I don't know, looking for a great commission because the suit was a terrible fit for her. It just was not her body type. It couldn't be altered to be remedied. So I start rolling up the suit and she goes, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know. Are we going to sell it or are we going to give it to your sister? Because that was two of the piles we had. She goes, well, I've never spent more money on something. I said, true. But you also enter your closet every day and look at something, whether you consciously or subconsciously think, I made a bad decision. And why do we ever want to start our days thinking, I made a bad decision as the kickoff of your day? So I'm trying to remember. I think we sold the suit. I can't remember now, but I don't know. It left.
It left.
It left. It no longer hung on a hook staring at her in the face every day.
How about those things in the closet that are, like you mentioned before, good memories? Like I've had people have wedding dresses from marriages that they've long been divorced from. I don't know why they have that in their closet.
Good memories, bad memories. I have a T-shirt in it that my mom got from my dad when he went hunting in Wyoming 45 years ago. I absolutely love the T-shirt. But again, if you have a bunch of memories hanging in your closet, now that can become its own clutter when you're trying to get ready. I'm not going to wear this T-shirt that my dad gave my mom, but I like having it. I have what I call a history box.
Yeah.
History box, memory box, whatever. I have my very first pair of designer jeans that I bought. Cobalt blue Gianni Versace in 1989. Some of those things that I don't want to get rid of. Am I going to put on cobalt blue jeans? No, I'm not going to wear them. So why keep them in a stack where
But
I
they
see
might
them
come
every
back
day?
into fashion.
Oh, the 90s. Hey, 90s are hot this season. So, but I will not be wearing them. So, but I enjoy them.
But isn't that what people say? Oh my God, I'm going to wait for those, bell bottoms happen to be, are bell bottoms in fashion this year?
Well, anytime, again, we are talking this season, 2024 is going to be a season focusing on kind of 90s fashion. Designers always give it just enough of a twist that if we're digging things out of our wardrobe from the actual 90s, it looks like a great vintage piece, but they still do read as vintage.
Now, the clothes closet isn't the only place we have clutter. Where else should we mine for the clothes clutter?
For the clothes clutter? I mean, as far as
out
of your closet.
What other kind of clutter besides the t-shirts and the pants and the dresses?
Oh, sure. Well, yeah, anything in your closet. If your shoes, bags, scarves, accessories, underwear, anything that you also keep in your closet. Some people have that random high shelf where they put just stuff that they don't need in their closet. Get it all out. You might not be able to do it all in one day. If you have a really full closet, take it off in bites based on how much time you have to spend. If you think, okay, you know what? I have 2 hours to work on my closet, and you kind of know how fast you go or how slowly you go, or if you need to talk about items of clothing or think for a while about it. So you might need to break it up into a couple segments. And then from that point, I think sometimes people might be like inspired to then go look in their bathroom underneath the sink, excuse me, and go dig into that area. All
those
as well.
Toiletries that are half bottles of things you don't use, like that. Mm-hmm. Included all. Now, let me ask you this: are women the only candidates for cleaning closets, or do men clean their closets too?
I'm not sure why men would be exempt from having to clean their closets.
I feel
But
like when
it's
you're talking
some
about clothes and closets, they turn their ears off, or they, we're very sexist about it.
no, men, women. I used to have my son do it when he was a little kid.
So besides cleaning the area where you hang your clothes, where else should you clean?
Certainly. Once you've done your entire closet and whatever other items you might keep in your wardrobe closet, it's a great idea. Go take a look at the bathroom, maybe underneath the sink. There's a lot of product that hasn't been used or isn't, making good use. Again, you can make a bag that can go to a shelter for people who are homeless and clear out the things that are expired and just keep what you truly are using.
That's a great idea. And how about those socks and underwear and other things you might keep in the drawers, clean out all the drawers. You might stash all kinds of
Correct.
things in your drawers, purses and
Purses,
scarves.
shoes, accessories, scarves, anything like that, anything that you're wearing or maybe not wearing. In this case, we need to take a look at, assess, and get rid of what's not working for you in this
Go
time.
100%. I promise people miracles by every bag of what they don't want and need and use and love. Every time they let that go, they get a miracle. So, what if I end up, after I've cleaned my closet, loving everything in it, and then I move to a smaller location and my closet is smaller? How do I edit out what I love and fits and has no stains and is in style when I downsize? What
Sure.
do I do about that?
Great. So, a really good question. So, again, a lot of us have more stuff than we have space for. You can simply you might need to rotate your closet. Maybe you're going to have again, in Florida, I know we have a lot of, very warm days, but still you could have a spring, summer wardrobe, a fall, winter wardrobe, and just rotate your
You
closet
could
out
keep
based
that
on
in an
that.
alternate closet so that you can,
Sure. Or just box it
yeah.
up, put it into, plastic, plastic bins, keep it in a nice place that's going to be dry. So, you're not going to get any kind of moisture in there or insects or things like that that could wreak havoc on your clothing.
Okay. Well, Tim, we've learned some very valuable lessons today about how to clean up the mess that is behind closed doors in our closets. In my book, Lighten Up, Free Yourself from Clutter, I promise people miracles, like I said, when they let go of what they don't want, need, use, and love. So keep in mind at the outset of cleaning your closet what you're making room for. So, after today's conversation with wardrobe manager Tim Creagan, if you're inspired to go clean your closet, watch out. Exactly what you want in life is going to come into that empty space you've created. So, don't wait another minute, get cleaning. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for being here.
Thanks much for having me, Michelle. Have a wonderful
You
day.
too. Well, that's all we have time for today. So, let's wrap things up with a request that you go to our website, www.decluttering55plus.com, and click on the Let's Connect button. Share your thoughts, insights, and tell us the lessons you've learned. If you're facing challenges or celebrating triumphs on your decluttering journey, we want to hear from you. Connect with us on social media. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, and subscribe to us on YouTube. Let us know you're part of our community by rating and reviewing us from wherever you're listening from today. And don't forget, invite your friends and family, young and old, to tune in too. Let's include them in the conversation. The more, the merrier. Thanks for being with us today. And until next time, this is Decluttering 55 Plus with Michelle Passoff, wishing you a clutter-free day.